So I was raised in church. Parents were both good Christian people, and they raised me well at a good Bible-believing church. One of the things, though, that shaped me, and I never really knew the impact, was when I was 10 years old, I was abused by one of the church leaders. And at 10, I didn't really know how to process that. I didn't even know how to put words to what had happened. A couple years later, my parents separated, and when I was 14, they divorced. And at that point, that was the first time that I saw anger come into my life in a way that I couldn't control it. My wife and I, we got married in 2007. Me not knowing how to handle my emotions and my anger is one of the things that carried along with me. And I, again, felt like I had no one to talk to, but the way I treated my family was absolutely atrocious. I went into counseling, and in this time, the biggest encouragement that my counselor gave me was to find godly men. By faith, I took a step. I had a guy, there was an elder at my church by the name of Phil, who decided we would be open and honest about everything in our life. And it changed me from a very angry person to a very patient, loving person. In doing this, I began to see more and more and understand the heart of God, of what it means to be a father to the fatherless, to take care of people who are marginalized and can't take care of themselves. A couple years ago, I was driving down 202 after my family had moved here, and I get a phone call. The call was from Food for the Hungry, which is an organization that moves into communities and offers child sponsorship and food and education. And some of these families are being led by 7 and 8-year-old children, and some of these houses don't have adequate roofs, and they're having to sleep in mud. There are kids around the world in need that need people to leave a legacy, that need people to take care of them. I want to ask you, what is a legacy that you want to leave? If you're a man in this room, who are you extending love to in a way in which you realize God will change their lives? When God calls us into authentic relationships with other men, it changes everything. My name is David Ruybalid, and I'm leaving a godly legacy.